Howdy doody gamers. It's time for you know, good old triangle strategy. Oh, who'd have thought? So God, where did we leave off? I'm really doing a bad job of doing this every day. Oh right, we're trying to report Hyzante's highness deeds. Not specifically Hyzante, but one of the ministers, Minister Sorsley. Which hopefully works out, but you know, we won't really know until that is solved.
Sorsley may well come to end us once he hears of our allegations. There is no turning back now. We must move swiftly.
Of course. We'll gather what information we can on Sorsley until the evidence we seek reveals itself. Let us canvass the town and see what we find.
Agreed. We should split up and search for clues.
God, seeing Roland dressed as Maxwell feels so weird. Oh, she could be good. I've learned that my secretary was investigating Minister Sorsley as well. Surely left some notes in his journal. Feel my blessing to read it if you find it. The goddess tolerates much in the search for truth. Oh, is that what I found? Was that journal? Yep. Must be a journal Lila's secret secretary keeps. It looks like he underlined something here for emphasis. I find Sorsley Ende's recent behavior highly irregular and improper. Took a meeting with Glenbrook officials in secret, wherein he dispersed generous bribes. Bribing Glenbrook officials. This is extremely valuable evidence. Professor Rebel will provide me with information I can convince this guard to move. It's rather suspicious leaving the city. Thank you, good sir. You've done a good deed this day. Maybe call me is gone. He has he? At last I can enter my own home. You have my everlasting gratitude. Is there not I can do for you? Provide me with information. Do you know anything of House N's illicit salt dealings? No. Okay. Then even a source, one might go around prying. I might want to go about prying into the house. As you seem quite determined, you may as well search their encampment itself. It is located beside the entrance to the source. If Sorsley has anything to hide, we must certainly have hid it there. The end encampment. If we cannot find the proof we seek there, then it genuinely does not exist. Yes, it is also the most... Oh, God, why am I misreading all this? It is also the most brazen and dangerous course of action. We'll have to wait for the cover of darkness. I will now enter your home and take your money. Goodbye. Not that I wish to hide. No, I abhor keeping secrets. In all honesty, I can look the other way no longer. I swear to me you'll not enter the source and I shall talk. I've seen a dealer different from the one we see during the day carry salt off at night under the cover of darkness. I confess I received payment in exchange for my silence, but I know not from who. Not as though it matters, my conscience withers and rots just the same. Wow, that poor guy. He's like so honest and he's just like falling apart from that. Only those with special permission may enter the palace. But do we just need to look like these guys? Minister X-Arm is occupied for the moment. If you finish business with him, I bid you write him a letter. Who else could I talk to? Oh, letter to X-Arm. Oh, interesting. This is an important proposal for Minister X-Arm. I bid you deliver it to him at once. That letter should secure Minister X-Arm's cooperation exposing Sorsley's crimes and privileges soon. Cannot be too prepared considering we're up against one of the saintly sets. Oh, wait, she actually said stuff this time. I understand you're aware of the latest rumors that flow through Hyzante. I should like to hear more about them. If you wish to hear the popular rumors of the Hyzante, you needn't have been so coy. Oh, where to begin? Have you heard the tale of the vanishing vessel? It arrives at the port in secret, only to vanish as quickly and quietly as it came. A ship that disappears in the night. The how of their salt exports had eluded me until now. Perhaps they were carrying it on the ship she speaks of. Suspicious merchant. I hear rumors of a regular salt servant. So an unsavory character is making out with salt, you say. I confess, not even I had noticed. If what you say is true, I simply cannot piece it together in my mind. How would they get this smuggled that salt to Frost in the first place? The vanishing vessel. They used the cargo ship that vanished. Ah yes, the disappeared vessel would figure nicely into this plot. It is fortuitous that you contact me, and I thank you. I tell you this in the strictest confidence. Talk of House N's crimes has reached the consortium. There, Minister Sorsley is known to be a meticulous man, exceedingly concerned with the accuracy of his own ledger. If he has engaged in illegal enterprise as you suggest, I doubt his conscience would allow his books to go unbalanced. He'll have kept a second ledger. A secret amount, of course. With that in hand, yada yada. With that in hand, we'd have all the proof we need. The trouble, though, would be finding it.
What news? Have you learned anything?
Sorsley is shrewd. He'll not reveal his true colors so easily.
Nothing can remain hidden indefinitely. A thorough review of the testimony shall show us the truth.
It's hard to be sure, but we must press our case and have faith. That is all that is in our power to do.
Huh?
You! Are you House N's dogs?
A messenger, my lord, from the palace. I seek Lord Serenoa Wolfort.
You have found him.
Lord Wolfort, you have been accused of coercing Minister Sorsley End unto unlawful acts. Your presence is required at the palace so the Holy One may question you.
The inquiry of House Wolfort, stood accused by Minister Sorsley End, will hereby commence. We of the Saintly Seven will preside over this trial. Serenoa Wolfort, you stand before the Holy One. Do you swear by the goddess to speak the truth?
I swear.
Answer the Saintly Seven's questions and prove Sorsley guilty. Wow.
Minister Exham Marshal, you may begin the proceedings.
Okay, let's hope it's not hard.
We know Minister Sorsley quite well, having worked with him for these long years. Surely you have not forgotten his position among the Saintly Seven of the Holy State of Hyzante?
I have written it all down as tradition requires.
Indeed, I can confirm you are a man of honor and integrity. I have nothing further to ask.
Next, Minister Kamsel Farrant will make his inquiries.
You must understand the difficult position you have put us in, sauntering into our home to denounce one of our own. Have you any proof of the foul deeds you claim have taken place in our land?
I have a witness who has seen the salt being transported. One of the guards at the source.
Any entrusted to protect the source must swear an oath of honesty to the goddess before assuming duty. Well then, it seems we ought to consider the matter a little further.
That's good.
I have nothing more to ask.
Minister Tenebris, if you would.
It isn't strange that lay people would fail to grasp the goddess's infinite wisdom. That, unless you have testimony from one who understands the goddess's will, there is simply nothing we can do.
Well, about that. A witness to Sorsley's bribery.
Sorsley met in secret with powerful Glenbrook of... Minister Lila's secretary can attest to this.
Oh, right, her
Oh? A secretary to one of the Saintly Seven, you say?
That's a pretty big deal, actually.
My secretary's word is as good as my own. None is more devoted to the goddess than he. If any can grasp her will, he can.
Okay, that's good.
I see. Well, I cannot argue against that. I've no further questions.
Minister Lila Viscraft, Ask your questions.
It is plain to me that Sorsley has indeed engaged in misconduct, namely bribery. Yet while I do not doubt he bribed an official of Glenbrook, what the bribe was for remains unclear. Perhaps you can shine some light on the matter, Lord Serenoa?
I believe he wished to ensure that word of the unlawful salt's destination would not travel.
A secret worth its weight in gold indeed. I have no more questions.
I, Idor Delmi, I cannot deny, Lord Serenoa, that Sorsley can be foolish. So let me ask you this, Serenoa Wolford. Where exactly are we to find such evidence against Sorsley?
I can answer this. I can answer this. In his encampment.
There must be some evidence in House End's encampment.
Perhaps we would be remiss not to search the encampment on her behalf. My questions are done. Now we will confer with one another. The Holy One will pass judgment after hearing our opinions. Serenoa Wolford, the Holy One has passed judgment. House Wolford is found to have spoken true.
Oh, thank God.
Therefore, we find House Wolford innocent and declare Sorsley End a traitor. You will stand in combat against House Wolford. Whomsoever emerges the victor will be cleansed of their sins.
What?
Combat?
But your sins are indeed heavy, Sorsley. Therefore, we give this to House Wolford.
Rounding amulet. What does that do? Did a few combats, did a few runs, got a better archer unit. Less mobile, but more powerful, and I'm always here for more strength. Hopefully I can stand up to him. Most people are 16, some are level 15, I hope it's enough.
House End and House Wolford will battle until the other falls.
Oh, goodness.
May the Goddess of Salt bestow her eternal mercy upon the victor.
Am I hearing this right? So guilty criminals get to walk free if they win?
Whatever the case may be, we must fight, and we must win.
You know, it's kind of weird. This seems like a tradition Esfrost would have,
They
not
are united in their desire to
these
destroy
people.
me.
Hyzante.
And it is your fault. You will pay for this, Wolford.
Because Hyzante's all about, like, everyone's equal. So, like, I mean, equal under the goddess, that is. So, if anything, I actually would have expected them to just be more on his side and not even let this pass. Even the combat's not honest, though.
How shall I destroy you?
Since you can knock each other off. Which, speaking of which, bye-bye.
Away with you!
You lose. Oh, Roland might lose too, though. Let's hope the other guy tightens defenses too, because he can knock me off. Like that.
Defeat is not
Wow,
an
that's
option.
horseshit. Oh my god, dude. This is so obnoxious. I want to push that bastard off so badly. Provoke, 30% chance.
Come and get me!
You know, at least there was a chance. Yeah, that's all that mattered. Because I wanted to, you know, take that for him. And now he's stuck.
Yes!
Deal with it, Sorsley. You deserve it. Oh, nice. Oh my god, the ball toss clutch.
No.
Oh my gosh.
This is not the end of me. I refuse to allow it.
Bro, it's the end. Just like his house name. It's the end.
So, Lord Serenoa, what shall you do now?
Capture Glenbrook.
I shall speak plainly. The Holy One wishes to aid House Wolford.
W.
The Hierophant, however, has a concern.
I would hear it.
The Rosell living in your domain. They are descendants of the sinners who dwell at the source. That is their proper place. There they offer themselves to the goddess in the hopes they may one day atone for their sins.
Okay, never mind. We don't need Hyzante.
The Hierophant
Fuck 'em.
longs to see them return to their rightful home.
Nope. Screw you.
You would have me surrender them to you.
That's messed up.
It is not my place to make demands. I am merely to deliver unto you the word of the Hierophant. And so I have done.
Tell your Hierophant they gotta stick up their ass. Ah, man. God, I don't want to stop. That was really compelling, But, you know, as I am, one chapter at a time. So yeah, we're stopping there. I'm really curious what they're gonna do about that. But we'll figure it out. Definitely not letting those Rosell go. That is messed up. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. That was sure interesting at the end there. And yeah, I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.